I'll tell a personal story here.
Okay.
So I went to the Walgreens.
Okay.
Here locally.
Mm-hmm.
And a scout troop was out front. They were collecting money.
Okay.
You know, they were asking for money for their organization.
Okay.
And I know since you and I grew up that the Boy Scouts were the Boy Scouts.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
And in the recent years, they've been under fire because they have a standard that basically says that the Boy Scouts are for the boys.
Well, yeah.
Well, recently, because all of this equal opportunity bullshit, whatever,
Mm-hmm.
and it's really strange that it only works in one direction.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it works in two. But the Boy Scouts have been criticized criticized for basically their stance on gays.
Okay.
And their stance on transgender.
Mm-hmm.
And their stance on, sexual orientation. That is being, if you're a member of the Boy Scouts, you need to be a boy.
Yeah. If you've ever had a vagina, you're not welcome in their club.
More or less.
Okay.
Well, now, because of the way things have escalated,
Mm-hmm.
Some Boy Scouts have been required to accept girls.
In the Boy Scouts?
In the Boy Scouts.
Are they still calling it the Boy Scouts?
Well, that's the thing. It's just like it's the Boy Scouts. But see, this goes back to that whole attitude that, what was it a few years ago that there was like a golf club or a private club that was for men only.
Yeah.
And women thought, well, why should it be exclusive to men? Mm-hmm. And they protested and kicked up a lot of sand, and basically the private club ended up having to accept women or something.
Okay.
Well, this is the same as the Boy Scouts.
Yeah. I've always wondered, why do you want to be somewhere that you're not going to be welcomed
Well,
anyway?
the thing is it's this attitude that I'm going to break the barrier.
Okay, and then what? Then you're going to be the one lone outcast that everybody fucking hates.
Yeah, but then it's just like, see, I made it equal for everyone.
Did you?
It's these social justice warriors that go out of their way and they try to just disrupt, the herd.
Yeah.
Well, I went in, I was on my way into the Walgreens.
Mm-hmm.
And because I'm an asshole and I hate this political correctness bullshit.
Right.
As I'm walking into the Walgreens, of course, I'm being approached. Hey, do you want to donate? Do you want to donate? And I'm not against donating to good causes.
Okay.
Not against it.
Sure.
So I said, I'll catch you on the way out. And I meant that sincerely.
Okay.
So I went in, picked up my few items, came back out, went over to the table, had a $20 bill I was going to give them.
Okay.
Didn't ask for anything. I know they were like selling cookies or something. I don't know what the hell they were giving, popcorn or something.
Yeah.
Didn't care for their product. I was just going to give them some money because, these little small town organizations, they need some money to do their activities, and I don't have any issue with that.
Okay.
But I did take issue with the political correctness.
Okay.
And I said, hey, I'm happy to oblige. And, of course, there's the scout leaders there.
Right.
Said, you guys accept girls in your troop?
Okay.
No. How about gays? You guys down with the gays? Seriously.
And what do you say?
Well, I mean, knowing how I look.
Yeah.
And standing there, and it's just like, well, no, that hasn't been an issue here.
Okay.
I said, how about the transgenders? You down with the transgenders?
Okay.
And, of course, that started getting people uncomfortable, and they're shifting around in their chair behind their little fold-up table.
Right.
And it's like, no. I said, okay, here, I'm glad to donate. So I walked out of there a racist, homophobic bigot.
Right.
Happy to donate.
Well, at least they weren't social justice warriors.
No, but they were very uncomfortable with the line of questioning. You could tell.
Well, of course they weren't down with it, but at the same time, they were down enough to take your 20 spot.
Of course, that's kind of where I was going. It's just like money talks, bullshit walks.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
I just wanted to pass a personal message to the young Boy Scouts of America. Much like this creepy scout leader who was convicted of molesting a teen in the scout tent.
Jesus Christ. Oh, my God. Is there anything going on in the world that involves an adult and a kid that does not end up with an adult fucking a kid?
No. I
mean, there's nothing. I bet if we went and found 15 activities on the 1st of January and said, okay, we're going to look for stories for these 15 activities that adults do with kids, I bet by the end of the year we could fucking cross all 15 off. Don't you think?
I would think.
Derby, camping, obviously teachers. You know, if we had a list, we could find an adult fucking a kid doing those activities.
You're absolutely right.
It's unbelievable these days.
Where are the Bay Boys when we need them? That was always a good story.
Yeah, I know. I mean, for fuck's sake. There's enough, you know, women for guys and guys for women at this point. Just fuck one of your own or one of your what you should be fucking, I guess is what I'm trying to say.
Right.
I mean, Jesus, there's plenty of them out there. Why do you have to turn to the kids? How can you not get laid in today's world if you want to?
I don't really think it's about getting laid. I really don't.
About power?
It's power. I mean, we're going to go all the way back to the beginning of the show.
All right.
We were talking about the whole JFK conspiracy thing.
Yeah.
And George H.W. Bush still being alive and the reason why, you know, the JFK files haven't been released 100%.
Right.
Well, in that documentary we were talking about earlier in the show, they were talking about the Skull and Crossbones
Oh, yeah. Sure.
Organization. Well, they were talking about they were in that documentary anyway. They were talking about the initiation.
Right.
To get in this. And it was basically, you had to get fucked in the ass.
Ugh, no.
Did you remember that part?
I remember it. I just can't imagine.
Yeah. And
you degrade yourself fully in order to get power.
And not only that, but the lady, I can't remember the lady's name. She was like the wife of, one of these guys.
Mm-hmm.
She was basically saying, yeah, they put you, if you're like in the military
mm-hmm.
and you want to rise through the ranks and you become a member of this organization, you go through the ranks if you basically compromise yourself.
Right.
And they basically film this, so now they have something on you.
Right. Mm-hmm. I remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just nutty these days.
It is. It's bizarre.
Yep.
Well, anyway, jail time is absolutely inevitable for a depraved scout leader from a small village in northeast England who had sex with a 15-year-old schoolgirl for months. For months, beginning with an assault on a kitchen table in a scout hut.
Oh, no.
Andrew Raynard molested the girl at least 5 times a week.
Wow.
For months in his car, hotel rooms, and the wooden scout hut while posing as a respectable member of the community.
This guy wasn't fucking around, was there?
No, he was.
Totally fucking around, I guess. Jesus. 5 times a week.
5 times a week.
He was tearing that young pussy up.
Yeah, he gave her Saturday and Sunday off for good behavior.
I guess, to let the fucking stretch and fucking retract.
Exactly.
My goodness.
Raynard, 38, groomed his prey. Yeah, he was 38. She was 15.
Ugh.
He groomed his prey with shopping trips and movies before kissing her.
Okay.
Then he took her go-karting and afterward had sex with her on a table in the scout hut.
Yeah.
Prosecutors said the abuse took place for 6 or 7 months until the creepy scout leader became convinced the girl was seeing someone else.
And then what? He was jealous?
He was convinced she was seeing someone else.
Whore.
Yeah. Then he bombarded his victim with texts, which is stupid.
Dumbbell fucking got himself caught because he fucking went to the digital proof.
Right.
What an idiot.
And even followed her on a family vacation.
Holy shit.
He followed her.
This guy was a fucking creep.
Yeah. The girl, by then 16, told a school friend what had been going on and then told Raynard she had spilled the beans.
Oh.
She described how he went mad, telling her...
Did she say spilled the beans or flicked the beans?
Yeah, well, she spilled the beans.
He flicked the beans.
Yeah, he flicked the beans.
All right.
She described how he went mad, telling her he could go to prison for what he was doing and that she must not say anything because she was underage.
Oh.
Well, you didn't think about that before?
Good plan, sir. Wait till after you've banged her 50 times to fucking bring that up.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Raynard denied the allegations when arrested, claiming he only had sex with a teenager once. After her 16th birthday.
Yeah, sure. How convenient.
And he only put in the tip.
Yeah, how convenient that it only happened one time after she turned 16.
Sure.
Wow, is that convincing? Especially since he's probably been in her life for that whole time that she says that he was fucking her. And he admits to fucking her.
Right.
What a dumbbell.
But he was convicted on 2 counts of multiple indecent assault and 1 of indecency with a child. He was cleared of 3 counts of rape and 1 of assault.
Why was he cleared of 3 counts of rape?
It doesn't say.
Plea deal?
Who knows?
How could he be cleared of rape? He fucked her 50 fucking times. Right? I mean...
Well, I don't know what the laws are, in England.
Well, you said 5 times a week for months.
Yeah, for 7 months.
How many months?
7.
7 months.
Yeah, 5 times 4 and then times 7.
Yeah, so there's 28 weeks.
So it's 20 times 7. So it's 140 times.
Yeah, that's... All right. And he doesn't get the rape charge?
Apparently not.
Jesus.
He was convicted on 2 counts of multiple indecent assaults and one of indecency with a child, and he was cleared of 3 counts of rape and 1 assault.
Jesus Christ.
The girl was by law is too young for consensual sex.
Mm-hmm.
Raynard was held in custody before the sentence, and the court official warned him that a custodial sentence is absolutely inevitable in his case.
Yeah, but where's the 140 convictions of fucking rape?
Well, I guess they have to prove that.
In this country, wouldn't he get charged for every rape?
You would think.
In the States.
Mm-hmm.
If he raped somebody that they would charge him with 140 rapes, not 1 rape.
Right.
140 times. They would charge him with 140 rapes.
Sure.
Jesus, this guy must have a seriously good lawyer. Wow.
Well,
okay.
I don't know how the laws work over in the UK.
No.
But obviously they're not exactly how they are here.
You think?
Yeah.
That's some crazy shit there, man. Too nutty.
Yep, it is.